Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now, for this video, I'm going to show you all the Blu-rays and DVDs, the horror Blu-rays and DVDs that I picked up or received for the month of March. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So, the first batch I want to show you are all the DVDs I received and picked up. So the first DVD I'd like to show you, it's actually a two-movie DVD, and that is Alligator and Alligator 2, The Mutation. Now, this was very kindly sent to me by Bryn from Horror Hands. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Bryn does a fantastic channel all about horror movies and that reviews, and he shows off his collection, his pickups and that. I'll leave the link down below. If you haven't seen Bryn's channel, I highly suggest you go along and check it out. He's got a fantastic channel, and as I say, he very kindly sent me this, and I said to him, I haven't got any monster crocodile movies in my collection, so I jumped at this and that when he offered me them. Like, yeah, as I say, so it's a two movie double disc presentation. So you've got Alligator there, and then you've got Alligator 2, The Mutation. So I'm really looking forward to watching these. I really am, yeah. And just got a couple special features there, guys. I love that cover as well, yeah. So so thanks again, Bryn, mate, for sending me this. I'm looking forward to checking these two movies out. So there you go. That's the first DVD I'd like to show you that I received for the month of March, and that is Alligator and Alligator 2, The Mutation. Yeah, thanks again, Bryn, mate. The second DVD I'd like to show you is one from it's actually a TV play going right back to I think it's 1970. Yeah, 1970. It's a kind of a folk horror play, and a lot of people have equated this with The Wicker Man, but I didn't think it was anywhere near as good as The Wicker Man, and that is Robin Redbreast. Thoroughly bored with this, guys, from start to finish. Very, very boring story, black and white, from 1970, and I'll just read you the back of it anyway, just to give you an idea if you haven't seen it. It's a film by James McTaggart. It tells the story of Nora Palmer. Is a television script editor who temporarily moves to a remote English country village to rebuild her life after a bad breakup. At first, she finds that the villagers are friendly, if a little eccentric. But when she becomes pregnant of the handsome gamekeeper, Rob, she begins to suspect the locals of conspiring against her, preventing her from leaving the village for her home in London. Yeah, very disappointing, this, guys. It really was, yeah. Just got a couple of photographs there. Yeah, I say it was nowhere near as good as The Wicker Man. A very disappointing movie. Got a booklet there, and there's the main female protagonist there. Here you go. Very, very slow and terminable story. I would have had a better time watching paint dry than watching this, yeah. But I'll say it was nowhere near as good as The Wicker Man, yeah. So there you go. That is Robin Redbreast from 1970. And we've got another BBC TV play here as well. Again, I was equally disappointed with this. It's a kind of a supernatural play, a classic BBC original ghost story. And this is I think it's from 1972. Let's say from 1972. Nigel Neal's classic ghost story, and that is The Stone Tape. Yeah, again, very, very slow, just like the Robin Redbreast, a very, very slow and terminable story. It's about these group of psychic investigators investigating this old Gothic mansion and that. They bring all the equipment along and that. But 99.9% of the movie, guys, a lot of yapping it, a lot of talk, hardly any action. The story went absolutely nowhere. A real bore fest from start to finish. And one I shall definitely be either throwing on eBay or given to a charity shop. So there you go, that is The Stone Tape. Boring play. The next one is a new movie, actually. It's a British movie. It's based on an old urban legend, which is sort of a lot of American movies. But this is a British version, and that is Bloody Mary. Yeah, wasn't too impressed with this either, guys. Yeah, the story wasn't much to write home about. I say, based on the legend of Bloody Mary, if you say her name 3 times in the mirror, she appears and that. But a very, very poorly executed story. And there's the back there, guys. There's the main cast and that. And of course the Bloody Mary entity. Yeah, very, very disappointed with this. Yeah, not a patch on some of the American movies that have made a Bloody Mary. So yeah, again another candidate for another candidate. I'm sorry to say for eBay, that is Bloody Mary. Next one up is another horror DVD. I haven't actually watched this yet. I got it for a song in one of the charity shops. It's a horror movie called Sacraments. Now, I'll just read you the blurb at the back, just to give you an idea what the story's about. Leaving the city behind for a weekend of booze and bonding, 7 friends find themselves stranded in the countryside. When a storm ruins their plans, the remote town of Middle Spring, located in the middle of the Texas Bible Belt, is more than happy to welcome them. The townsfolk are slap bang in the middle of a barbecue session, and there's always room at their table for a few more warm bodies, especially when atheist visitors are top of the menu. So there you go, guys. That's a rare horror movie. I've never seen it. It's a movie called Sacraments. Some extras there, guys, if you want to read your screens and take those in there, guys. So looking forward to checking this out. It's Sacraments. Just looking for the year 2015. Next DVD up is this is a brand new horror movie actually. I bought it in HMV in Liverpool on Saturday. It's all to do with the occult and that and demons, and that is a movie called The Incarnation. Now basically it's about this couple, you know, they get this house and that, and it's well, you think it's haunted and that, because all sorts of strange things starts happening in the house and that, and it's all to do with this demon, this notorious demon called Mammon, mentioned a lot in horror movies and that, and in various ancient texts. And I won't give away too much of the story, but I thought it was a pretty average demonic movie in that, you know, the guy finds this old sort of like Lovecraftian book in the house and that, and he's after money and that, you know, he's very, very sort of like money motivated, and he thinks he can get the previous owner apparently that lived in the house accrued his riches by messing around with the occult. Always a bad idea, but I won't say any more about it. But yeah, it was okay. It was average in that, and that guy's in it that was in the what's the name, Reservoir Dogs. That guy there, he was like the sort of like landlord and that. And but yeah, I wasn't not really to write home about, guys. Yeah, so yeah, Michael Madsen. Yeah, so there you go. That is The Incarnation. Another one I've got for a song in one of the charity shops. I've never seen it. It's a foreign movie, and that is a movie called Them. And I'll just read the blurb at the back, just give an idea. Absolutely terrifying, the scariest film since Wolf Creek. Clementine, oh my darling Clementine, a beautiful young teacher and her lover Lucas live an idyllic, isolated existence in a large house in the middle of rural paradise. But tonight, that paradise will be shattered beyond all comprehension, because something is watching, something is waiting, something unknown, unhinged, and unrelenting. So there you go, guys. That is a foreign movie called Them. It's got some extras there, guys, if you want to just have a deco with them. Got a nice slipcover as well. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. I've never ever seen this movie, yeah. So yeah, so there you go. That's them. 74 minutes long, yeah. Yeah, from 2005. Right, onto the Blu-rays. Now, the first Blu-ray I'd like to show you is, well, if you've seen my review of this movie, you will know how many superlatives are gushed on it. Fantastic movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. From 1965, and that's a movie called She Freak. I won't say too much about this movie because I've done a full-length review of it. It's basically about this scheming girl and that, you know, she's sort of like, she leaves a waitress, you know, sort of like a waitress job to sort of like join the carnival and that, and you know, and in the carnival there's this freak show, and of course all hell breaks loose and that. This is a gorgeous edition, this, by 101 Films and that, and I can highly recommend it if you like the old movie Freaks from the early 30s. I think you will enjoy this one, She Freak. Absolutely lovely release. Next one up is, I only got this the other day. It's a 4K actually. And one of my all-time favourites, well, I think this is my all-time favourites, you know, a movie monster. This is from 1994, and it's the Robert De Niro one, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So I've read a lot of good things about this 4K and that. because normally when I'm going to buy a 4K, I always check to make sure that it is a big step up. And by all accounts, guys, this is a big step up. So I'm looking forward to watching this. And it's got an absolute wealth of special features on there. So I can't wait to watch all those special features, including the great Jonathan Rigby. Always provides great commentary in that. And actually about the whole story of the Frankenstein, you know, in what Mary Shelley created, original novel. The whole history apparently is on this, a documentary. So I'm looking forward to watching that. So there you go, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Next one up is another old favourite of mine, starring all my favourite horror stars and that. It only came out this week, and that is The House of the Long Shadows. What a stellar lineup, guys, in terms of horror. You've got the great Christopher Lee, you've got John Carradine, you've got Peter Cushing, and you've got Vincent Price, masters of horror. I won't say too much about this movie if you haven't seen it, but it's got a great twist at the end, and it's always cool to see all the horror stars where I grew up with all in one movie. And you also got Sheila Keith as an added bonus, you know, and you've got Desi Arnaz Jr. and the blonde girl Julie Peasgood, she's in it as well. So and you get a lovely poster with it as well, guys. House of the Long Shadows. There you go. There's the poster. Fantastic stuff. So I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. I did have it on DVD, and I had the old Blu-ray as well, but I wanted to get this new version because it's a new transfer, and it's also got the documentary on it as well, where they go back to Julie Peasgood and a couple of the people connected with the movie. They go back to the house where it was shot and that. So I wanted to get it because my Blu-ray didn't have that on it. The one sort of like I've let go. So yeah, so I thought to treat myself. So there you go. That is The House of the Long Shadows. And that is from 1983. Fantastic. Next one up is, I watched this movie last night and thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. And the picture quality is absolutely pristine. It's a sort of like, it's a foreign movie, but it's English dubbed, and that is a movie called Who Can Kill a Child. Now, don't want to give too much away about it, but it's about this young couple. They go on holiday and that, and they go to this island and that, and it's sort of like populated by these weird kids. Think Children of the Damned, think Children of the Corn. Very, very sinister movie, and again, lovely picture of the islands and that, you know, and they've done a remake of it as well, so I've sent for that. So wait for that to come, but I thoroughly enjoyed this from start to finish, yeah. From 1976, yeah, English tourist couple rents a boat to visit the island of Almanzora, just off the southern Spanish coast. When they arrive, they find the island apparently empty of adults. There are only children who don't speak, but just stare at the strangers with eerie smiles on their faces. Oh yeah, real thrill ride this, guys, from start to finish. Good solid story. It's got some special features there as well if you want to take those in, guys. So yeah, highly recommend this if you like creepy kid movies. Who Can Kill a Child, yeah, from 1976. Great movie. Next one up is, pardon me for yawning. The utter car crash that was 7 Women for Satan. Utterly boring story from start to finish. I was expecting great things about this great things from this movie, but boy was I disappointed. More of an erotic movie, misses, than a horror movie, and very slow. Mondo Macabro release. Yeah, I did not like this movie at all, guys. There was far too much sex in it. Minimal horror. If you're looking for a good black magic movie, I would avoid this one. Utter load of rubbish. So there you go. That's 7 Women for Satan, and that's from 1974. Dreadful movie. And talking of dreadful movies, there's another one. This is actually a modern horror movie. It's based in a movie theatre, and this serial killer's inside. You know, he's sort of like bumping everybody off, and that is the Arrow release of The Last Matinee. I know a lot of people like this movie. A lot of people hate it. It's a Marmite movie. I didn't like it. I was bored senseless with this movie. It's a nice addition, like by Arrow, but it wasn't for me, guys. I hated it. So there you go. That's The Last Matinee. Awful movie. Next one is a British movie. I seen it years ago when I was a kid, but I forget it. It stars, Richard Attenborough, Nanette Newman, and Kim Stanley, and it all revolves around seances and mediums, and that is a movie called Seance on a West Afternoon. So as I say, I watched it many years ago, but I forget it. It's something to do about this couple's little girl goes missing, and the resorts are calling on the service of this medium and that. So I'm looking forward to watching this one. It's got a couple of special features there, guys. Not all that many, really. So there you go. That is Seance on a West Afternoon, and that is from 1964. Next one up is, oh boy, was I disappointed with this one. Heard so many good things about it, so many bad things as well. I am in the latter category. Daughters of Darkness. Pardon me for yawning again, but this was utter mess. Just like the other one, 7 Women for Satan. There was too much eroticism in it, not enough horror. Most of the time I thought I was watching a cheap sex movie. They tried to sort of like inject new life into the story of Countess Elizabeth Bathory, this woman here, and you know, she sort of like goes for this young couple and that, you know, but the story was all over the place. You know, it was very slow at times. There was some pretty odd exhibitions of behaviour. You know, sort of like just had me completely flummoxed. But yeah, I didn't like this movie at all. I was expecting something like, a lot of people said it was like akin to a Hammer movie, but it was nowhere near as good as a Hammer movie, guys. And I'm glad I didn't fork out for the 4K of this, I tell you, because, well, I wasted me money buying the Blu-ray. I wasted even more money buying the Blooming 4K. Yeah, I'll just read you a bit the blurb at the back of it, just give you an idea. Yeah, international screen icon Delphine Seyrig stars as Elizabeth Bathory, an ageless countess with a beautiful young companion, goth goddess Andrea Rowe, and a legendary legacy of perversion. Who misses? But when the two women seduce a troubled newlywed couple, they unleash a frenzy of sudden violence and depraved desire that shock both art house audiences and grindhouse crowds worldwide. Yeah, co-written, directed by Harry Kumel. Yeah, I did not like this movie at all, guys. I was expecting so much from this, you know, and I say again, another example of being fooled by the cover. Yeah, too much sex in it, very slow. Found myself falling asleep just over halfway through the movie. Yeah, so there you go. The big disappointment that was Daughters of Darkness. Next one up is again not doing very good this month, am I, for good movies? The Zodiac Killer. Didn't like it, guys. It was more of a had more the look of a documentary and that, you know, this than an actual movie. I believe this was actually made to try and catch a serial killer that was at large at that particular time, you know. But yeah, it was very slow, dull. I did not like it at all. I didn't even like the extra movie on it, Another Son of Sam, because you've got another movie on it, you know, Another Son of Sam. Both movies were very interminable, very dull, slow paced, generally boring. Yeah. Just got a couple of special features on there, guys, if you want to freeze your cameras and take those in. But yeah, I did not like the Zodiac Killer at all. Yeah, so another bore fest, I'm sorry to say. And finally, last but by no means least, is another, well, when I say old, I say going back to the 90s. Based on a James Herbert novel, Haunted. There's the movie adaptation, guys. Fantastic movie, stellar cast. All about this psychic investigator called David Ash. He goes to investigate this haunting as a big country house called Edbrook in the English countryside. And what he finds there, guys, I won't tell you what he finds. He's carrying a lot of emotional baggage as well. As I said in the unboxing video of this, he's carrying a lot of emotional baggage. And this character actually appeared in 2 more James Herbert novels, The Ghosts of Sleeth and Ash. But this is the best one, guys, Haunted. And this is a lovely edition by Imprint. Look at that, got the reversible artwork as well. So if you like a good old English ghost story, I can highly recommend Haunted. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, stars Aidan Quinn, Kate Beckinsale, Anthony Andrews and Anna Massey, based on a novel by James Herbert, produced by Lewis Gilbert. Yeah, and yeah, from 1995, and it's got some special features there, guys, as well. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's the last of my pickups. Yeah. Okay, have you seen any of these movies? What did you think of them? You know, leave your comments down below. I'd be very interested to hear, you know, what you thought of them. Yeah, got a couple more movies to come that didn't quite make it for March and that. But of course, obviously, when the end of April, I'll be doing another pickup. Let's hope the April pickups are a bit more towards ones I like. They're not so much ones that were disappointments. You know, a lot of disappointments in that pile, guys, I have to say. You know, especially those 2 BBC movies, you know, from the 70s, Robin Redbreast. Expecting so much from that, you know, because I love The Wicker Man, and it was just a major bore fest from start to finish. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this pickups video. You know, all the movies have got received, you know, for March and that. And as I say, getting back to Bryn, I've left this link down below. Check out his channel. Yeah, it's a great channel. Yeah, and thanks again, Bryn, mate, for sending me that double DVD. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. Usual. If you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comments, and all going well. I shall see you all again soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.